Good morning student. Today I am going to start the new topic conservative force. What is conservative force? Means a force is said to be conservative if the work done by it in displacing a body from one point to another point is independent of the path followed by the body but depends only on its initial and final position of the body. Okay. So work done depends only on initial and final position of the body, means it is independent of the path, then force will be conservative. The example of conservative forces are gravitational force. Number 2, electrostatic force, means force between two charged body will be conservative, and force between earth and any other body also a conservative. Okay. So main important thing in conservative force is that work done by conservative force depends only on initial and final position. Okay, it does not depend on the path of the body. So let us now discuss in detail how gravitational force is conservative. Means we have to prove work done independent of the path followed. Means first we take 2 point A and B at a certain height, then in first path body bring from one position A position to B position vertically upward. Okay, then work done will be mgh. Now the height of these 2 points will be same but path may be slanted, means inclined plane. Okay, means we have to move the body over the inclined plane. Work done also be mgh. Or third way to calculate the work done by using staircase. Condition in all three cases is the height of point A and B is same but path is different. In first case path is vertically upward, in second case on an inclined plane, in third case on staircase. If work done in all three cases is same, then we can say that gravitational force is conservative in nature. Okay, now we have to prove gravitational force is of conservative in nature. Okay, so for this consider a body of mass m. This is a body of mass placed on any plane which is moved against gravity, means gravity acting vertical downward. We have to move the body from this point A to B through height h, from initial position A to final position B, in three different ways. So here first way, means in this way body is moving A to B through a vertically upward. In this figure body is moved vertically upward. So to move the body from point A to B, a force equal to mg, means weight of the body, has to be applied over a distance h. Okay, and hence work done W equal to force into displacement. The value of F, that is equal to weight of the body, means mgh. So work done will be mgh when body of mass m is moving from A to B vertically through height h. Okay. Now in second way we have to move the body over this inclined plane. Here angle of inclination is theta, and a body we place over this inclined plane whose weight is acting vertically downward. So on resolving its weight into two components, one component is along the inclined plane in downward direction mg sin theta, another horizontal component mg cos theta. So to move the body from A to B, we have to apply the force equal to mg sin theta in upward direction. Okay, so force applied means F equal to mg sin theta, and displacement between point A and B is L. So displacement is equal to L, right? So work done is given by W equal to force into displacement. Right. Now put the value of force is mg sin theta into displacement L. Now from this figure sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular is h and hypotenuse is L. Okay, now put the value of sin theta here. So W equal to E, and put the value of sin theta means h upon L into displacement L. This L to L cancel. So again we get the work done mgh as we obtain when the body is moving vertically upward. So in first way work done also be mgh, in work done second way also mgh. Okay, now we discuss in third way, means body is moving from A to B through a staircase. Now in the third way we have to move the body from point A to B through this stairs. Okay, and calculate the total work done. So for this, now bring a body and move to first stair. So work done means W1 is equal to weight of body, suppose weight of body is mg. Okay, mg weight means force mg, and displacement is h1. So W1 is equal to mg h2. After that we move a horizontal distance, this horizontal distance. So in moving the work done, suppose W2 is equal to mg, and this suppose distance is suppose x and cos 90. Okay, because force is acting downward, gravitational force acting downward and displacement acting horizontal, so angle between them, force and displacement is 90. So W2 equal to 0 because value of cos 90 is 0. Similarly in third part means W3 again mg h2. Okay, now in fourth part mg horizontal distance suppose x, and again value of cos 90 0. So 0 multiplied this number means W4 equal to 0. After that calculate the W5. Okay, in this case work done mg means force and displacement h3. So W5 equal to mg h3. Now to calculate the total work done, therefore total work done W equal to W1 plus W2 plus W3 plus W4 and W5. Okay, now put the value of W1 mg h1 here h1. Okay, and W2 value 0, W3 mg h3, W4 value 0 plus W5 here mg h2, this W4 0 and W5 mg h3. Okay, so we will obtain W equal to mg h1 plus mg h2 plus mg h3. mg is common, h1 plus h2 plus h3. So this h1 h2 h3 will be equal to total height h. So work done will be mgh. So in this way we can say that either we move the body in vertical upward, work done will be mgh, or if we move a body between AB in a inclined plane, then work done also be mgh, or if we use staircase, then work done will be mgh. So in all three cases work done is same. So we can say that gravitational force is a conservative force. Okay, so let us now discuss the non-conservative forces. If the work done by a force in moving a body over a closed path is non-zero, in general case in a closed path work done equal to 0 because displacement is 0. But if in a closed path work done is non-zero, it means the force acting on that body will be non-conservative force. Okay, the example of non-conservative forces are: first, most popular example, frictional force; second, viscous force; third, air resistance; and fourth, tension means normal force. Okay, air resistance, suppose we go from point A to B through a cycle. Air blowing against the direction of movement of a cycle, then that air resistance opposes the motion of cycle. Work has to be done against friction. Okay. After some time, we come back from final position to initial position. To work done against friction, any frictional force always act opposite to the direction of displacement. So work done again equal to W. Total work done 2W. So in this way we can say that for a round trip, work done by frictional force will not be equal to 0. It means frictional force is a non-conservative force, right? Similarly, viscous force. What is viscous? Means concentration of any liquid tells about viscosity. So viscosity is the property of liquid by virtue of which it opposes the relative motion between its two adjacent layers. Suppose we take a milk in a glass and we stir with a spoon to dissolve the sugar in a milk. Then we see that liquid churn. If the spoon taken out, then we see that milk churn about own axis. But after some time, the churning of milk stops due to viscous force. So in two different concentric layers, a force acts which opposes the motion of a liquid, that is known as viscous force. So work done against viscous force also be non-zero for a one complete rotation, for one complete circular path. Okay. So these are the most popular example of non-conservative forces. Now discuss in detail how frictional force is non-conservative. Okay. So let us take the first example, in which if a body is moved from position A to another position B on a rough table. Okay. The work done against frictional force W shall depend on length of the path and also the position of A and B. Further, if the body is brought back to initial position A on the same path, so same work W has to be done against frictional force which opposes the motion always. Hence, total work done against frictional force in moving a body over a round trip is not equal to 0. Okay, it is numerically equal to 2W. Right? So work done in a closed path is not 0. So we can say that the frictional force is non-conservative. In general, work done will be 0 because displacement is 0. Here, work done against friction, so it will not be equal to 0.